What perfectly legal thing did your neighbor do that made you move? My neighbor Dimitri seemed perfect when I first moved in. Quiet guy, worked from home, kept his lawn neat. We'd wave when getting mail, normal neighbor stuff. I was thrilled to finally have my own place after years of roommates. Then he started practicing his bagpipes at 5:47 every morning. Not 6 o'clock like a reasonable person, but 5:47 exactly. I know because I started setting my alarm for 5:46 just to prepare myself for the assault on my eardrums. The first time it happened, I shot out of bed thinking someone was being murdered. By the 4th day, I knocked on his door. Hey Dimitri, the bagpipes are really loud in the morning. He smiled this huge smile. Oh yes, the acoustics are perfect at dawn. The moisture in the air really carries the sound. Could you maybe start later, like 8? The Pipers Guild recommended 5:47 specifically. Something about lung capacity and morning air pressure. I checked. There's no law against playing instruments before 10 p.m. or after 7 a.m. He was completely within his rights. So I bought earplugs, the expensive kind that promised to block out everything. They didn't work. Bagpipes aren't just loud, they vibrate through walls. 2 weeks in, he added drums. Not a full kit, just this massive bass drum he'd pound between bagpipe songs. Boom, boom, boom. Always 3 times. Then back to the pipes. My coffee mug would literally shake on my kitchen counter. I tried everything. White noise machine, moving my bedroom to the other side of the house. Even started going to the gym at 5:30 just to avoid it. But Saturdays and Sundays were the worst. That's when he'd have his Celtic sessions from 5:47 a.m. to noon. 6 hours straight. Month 3, he bought a didgeridoo. I didn't even know you could play a didgeridoo with bagpipes, but Dimitri figured it out. The sound was like someone strangling a goose while a broken air conditioner screamed in the background. My cat started hiding in the closet every morning, shaking. I tried talking to him again. Dimitri, I'm begging you. Just one quiet morning. Music is my spiritual practice. You understand, right? I'm connecting with my ancestors. His ancestors were from suburban Ohio. I looked it up, but arguing was pointless. The breaking point came when he installed the outdoor speakers. Professional grade, weatherproof speakers mounted on his deck, pointed directly at my bedroom window. Now his 5:47 a.m. concerts weren't just inside his house. They filled the entire neighborhood. But here's the thing. Everyone else worked early shifts. They were already gone by 5:47. I worked from home starting at 9. I was the only one suffering. I called the police. They measured the decibels. 84 decibels at my property line. The legal limit, 85. Dimitri had clearly done his research. He kept a sound meter on his deck, adjusting his volume to stay exactly 1 decibel under the limit. Then came the birds. Dimitri decided to become an urban wildlife supporter and installed 7 bird feeders, 4 bird baths, and 2 crow feeding stations in his backyard. By 6 a.m. after his music session, roughly 300 birds would descend on our yards. The noise was incredible. Crow battles, seagulls screaming, and so much bird poop, my car looked like it had been through a war. It's nature, he said when I complained. You can't regulate nature. Actually, you can't. No law against bird feeders, no limit on how many. Animal control said birds were wildlife, not pets, so they couldn't do anything. 6 months in, I was exhausted. I hadn't slept past 5:47 in 180 days. My work was suffering. I developed an eye twitch. My doctor prescribed sleeping pills, but even those couldn't overcome bagpipes at dawn. I tried one last time, offered to pay for soundproofing his music room. Oh, I could never, Dimitri said. The sound needs to breathe. It needs to flow freely into the universe. I sold my house at a $30,000 loss just to escape. The day I moved out, loading boxes at 5 a.m. to get ahead of the morning concert, Dimitri came outside with his bagpipes. I wrote you a farewell song, he announced. He played for 47 minutes straight while the movers worked. They charged me extra for hostile work environment. My realtor later told me the house sat empty for 8 months. Every potential buyer would schedule a morning showing, hear the 5:47 a.m. concert, and immediately leave. Eventually, another musician bought it, a drummer. I heard they're very happy together, playing their dawn concerts in harmony. I live in a top-floor apartment now with a strict lease clause about quiet hours. Sometimes I still wake up at 5:46, waiting for bagpipes that never come.